Today's collectible spot, why we're having a look at the Funko Despicable Me 2 Pop movie figures. We're looking today at Minion Dave. These were the ones I really wanted to get. As much as the Gru and the Agnes were nice, but truth be told, such a sucker for the Minions. And to get Dave, he's definitely one of my favorite Minions by far. He is number 36 of the Despicable Me 2 lineup. And featured down below is a picture of Dave, and featured on the side of the box is also Dave. On the back of the box, all 5 figures are featured. We have number 33, Gru, number 34, Agnes, 35, Carl, 36, Dave, and 37, yes, the very evil Minion. Evil Minion. Collect the entire line of Despicable Me 2 Funko Pop super stylized vinyl figures. You can check out also everything that's going on over at the good folks at Funko by www.funko.com. That would be their website. If you want to check out their Facebook, you can go to www.facebook.com/originalfunko. Funko. Still love saying Funko. What I am going to do is take a break. Going to get little Minion Dave out of package, and when we come back, we can get a better look at vinyl figure Minion Dave. Don't go anywhere. More on the way. Having a look at Minion Dave, yes, he is absolutely adorable. Also, unlike Gru and Agnes, Dave's got a little line for his mouth. Also featuring his Minion overalls and featuring the Minion goggles. The one thing that I find is really interesting is, if I reach off camera, for example, and bring in Gru, who, by the way, is still, yes, taller than the Minion. I know he should be a little bit taller, but still, by standards of a Funko vinyl, he is at least taller, which I like. But the cool thing about the Funko, or the funny thing about the Funko vinyls, is that they always have really, really large eyes. Case in point, I'm going to reach off camera and bring in the Agnes as well, and you can see also that she's got the very, by now, well-known Funko large eyes. What I find so funny, though, about it is because they all use the large black eyes to distinguish a Funko vinyl, because we've got it on Dave here, and because he's got his little goggles on, it looks like his pupils are dilated. Looks like he just went to the eye doctor and they just gave him drops, and he's got these huge eyes. I still love it. He is absolutely adorable. He's got his little hairs down at the top, on the top there. Now, again, looking at it, it looks like it should be a soft piece. It looks like you should be able to squeeze it and it be soft, like perhaps like some of the larger Minions that I've already reviewed as well. But no, because they are a vinyl, the Funko vinyl brand, they're a much harder piece than anything else. They are also more of a staction piece as well. Now, whereas necessarily Agnes and Gru both had head articulation, the Minions seem to have absolutely none. I thought for a second, maybe he had articulation maybe from the lower waist down, and that it would swivel along this line here. Or perhaps that he would swivel at the arm. Unfortunately, he doesn't do either. Essentially, what you're looking at right now is all that Minion Dave does. He still does it well, but it's a shame that none of it really moves. This is more or less a showpiece. This is something that you're going to want to have by your desk or or on a shelf, not so much something you're going to be playing with. And that's really nothing against Funko, because Funko vinyl figures are always really been that. You're buying them really for a stylized piece of art that has maybe a head swivel, and that's about it. I think for the most part he looks pretty good. Now there's a little bit of paint errors where there's a little bit of paint carryover. It's bled a bit from the goggles. He's got a little bit that's carried over from the blue. For the most part, it's relatively clean. It is a relatively clean. And I like the fact that they've given him a metallic goggles as opposed to just a matte gray. I like that quite a bit. He is very, very cute, though. And what I had already mentioned before with Gru and Agnes, I will just, again, relay here. as much as I like the Agnes and I like the Gru, the Minions really were where it was at for me. To get the two Minions and the Evil Minion, that was where I was really looking to get this set. It just worked itself out that Spot ended up getting the entire lineup, and I have been very happy with them. These are definitely something, if I have Gru rolling in for a second, these are something that is still a fun lineup to have on your shelf. I think if you're going to have anything, you're probably going to want to pick up a Minion, and that's really where I stand. But I think this lineup looks really, really nice all together on a setup. If you love the Despicable Me characters, the vinyl figures have been a very stylized, yet really a rewarding collection. But for me, again, the Minions are definitely where it's at. Minion Dave, I'm going to give him a 7. A 7 for Minion Dave. Stay tuned, though. Spot's also, of course, got the other two Minions lined up in the next couple of reviews as well. But today's Collectible Spot, we're having a look at the new Funko Despicable Me 2 vinyl figures. We're looking today at Minion Dave. Good old Minion Dave with dilated pupils. It seriously looks like he's got dilated pupils. But certainly stick around, guys. Spot's got a lot more lined up for Despicable Me 2. Stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys next time.